Welcome to 26 Hadley Avenue in Toms River, home of the Ocean County Historical Society. As we enter the foyer, we are surrounded by commemorative paintings such as the H. Hargrove depiction of the Ocean County Courthouse, as it might have appeared in 1850 when Ocean County separated from Monmouth County. The Historical Society commissioned Louis Glanzman to paint the British attack on the Toms River Blockhouse that occurred in 1782. And last, we focus on downtown Toms River as it appeared in the 1930s. The Pauline Miller Exhibit Room introduces us to the changing exhibits that attract visitors to our museum. One example of a popular exhibit was the Holiday Model Train display presented by the Ocean County Society of Model Railroaders. To recognize Ocean County's contributions during the Civil War, we presented an exhibit entitled Ocean County Answers President Lincoln's Call for Volunteers. It featured artifacts from our collection as well as those on loan from patrons and friends of the Society. As we enter the original Victorian home, we pass through the recently refurbished dining room, set for a family dinner with traditional place settings. Built by the Irons family, this 1820s portion of the house was originally only a kitchen and sleeping loft. Our Victorian kitchen features an icebox, dry sink, and wood or coal-burning stove, in addition to other artifacts used in daily life. We passed through the dining room in the 1840s addition to the original home and entered the formal parlor where guests were entertained. Notice the Victorian decor. The cranberry glass chandelier, the 1862 Lincoln signature appointing George Cowperthwaite as tax assessor of Ocean County. The painting by William Hare depicting the schooner Twilight of Forked River entering the port of Baltimore in 1863, hanging above our beautiful marble fireplace. The painting of the Civil War Battle of Antietam adds to the artwork in this room. Guests entered the Pearson home at its original location on Hooper Avenue through the front door into this hallway. To the left of the grand staircase is the music room. The music room was the equivalent of today's family room. Games, music, reading and writing, all were enjoyed here. The Empire Settee is a colorful focal point complemented by the paintings of Philadelphia artist C.S. Street, who summered in Island Heights. Above the coal-burning fireplace with the summer cover is the painting of a four-masted schooner. The Edison hand-cranked phonograph plays recordings on cylinders with sound carried through a megaphone. The operational Victrola is guarded by Nipper, the mascot of the Victor Talking Machine Company. Our Bradbury Square grand pianoforte is over 100 years old, and the museum has the original manufacturer certificate and warranty. Our laptop desk belonged to Albert Reed, who took it to school in 1825. Be careful climbing our grand staircase, because the lower handrail is not designed for taller 21st century adults. Little Boy's Dress from 1880 greets us as we enter the sunny children's room. A Steiff horse, doll carriages, and a toy barn have been well loved. Dollhouse furniture, porcelain dolls, and toy wagons enchanted Victorian children, as did cigar box doll furniture handcrafted by a doting grandfather. Our Centennial Star of Bethlehem quilt hangs above the 1870 drop front crib made in Germany and used in Toms River. The 1890s one-room schoolhouse would accommodate children in grades 1 through 8. The youngest students would be seated on the left. A pot-bellied stove heated the room. Since natural history enthralled Victorians, we are fortunate to possess a display case of preserved local birds. The teacher's desk from the Gowdy School of Toms River was donated by Joseph Sitta. A well-appointed teacher's desk sports a globe, a pointer, a school bell, and a teacher's ink bottle, inkwell, and pen. Our original slate blackboard was in an Ocean County one-room schoolhouse. Schools were well attended by many students who walked or were transported by horse-drawn vehicles. The shaving mugs and brushes remind us that Victorians didn't enjoy indoor plumbing. One of the wall decorations is a framed wreath made of real hair. The children of Joseph Brick of Bricksburg, currently Lakewood, were born in this bed. Our beautiful California Rose Variation quilt, circa 1840, complements the pink floral wallpaper. Our pine and maple hooded cradle was made by Cornelius Barkalow in 1799 for use by his family. A Victorian lady donned at least 5 layers of undergarments before stepping into her dress. Underneath were knee-length drawers topped with a long, sleeveless gown called a chemise that protected her skin from a tightly laced corset. A cage crinoline or a bustle contributed to a fashionable shape. As early as the 1600s, women wore pockets under their clothes. Our linen pocket is circa 1780, and our cotton chemise and drawers are circa 1870. Our Birdsall room was named after the generous family who donated the land for our museum. The room houses artifacts from prehistoric eras through Lenape Indians up to the 1800s. It includes Ocean County timeline cases, Toms River artifacts, a lighter-than-air exhibit, a dollhouse, and tapestry. The timeline cases show artifacts from the prehistoric, Native American, and colonial periods of Ocean County. Our diorama depicts the fight in 1782 between the British and Toms River residents, resulting in the burning of the village. The first fire company and numerous other Toms River memorabilia are featured in the township display cases. Large models of the Akron, Graf Zeppelin, and the Shenandoah grace our south wall. Photographs and artifacts from the Macon and the Los Angeles are also spotlighted. China, silverware, a smoking room ashtray, and other items rescued from the crash site of the infamous Hindenburg explosion of 1937 are also part of this exhibit. In 1980, Barbara Moreau's third-grade class built and furnished a dollhouse replica of our Pearson Sculthorpe house. We passed by our 1872 Beers, Comstock, and Klein map of Ocean County and the portrait of Senator Thomas Mathis as we enter our extensive research center. History buffs are delighted to find Ocean County history references, census records from 1850 to now, birth, death, and marriage records, and binders of Ocean County families that contribute to valuable genealogy and history searches. Welcome to the Industries of Ocean County, testimony to the talents of early residents who earned a living as they bartered their harvest from land and sea. During colonial times, salt was necessary for preservation and flavoring foods, and vital for gunpowder production. So valuable was salt that George Washington sent troops to protect the Toms River and Barnegat salt works. New Jersey is the third largest cranberry producer in the United States, and Ocean County boasts of a thriving industry even today. Originally, the cranberries on low vines were picked by hand, but eventually the cranberry scoop and mechanical harvesting replaced manual scooping. As colonists cleared the Ocean County woods for their fields, they used their woodworking skills to build homes, barns, and houses of worship, as well as household items such as furniture and cabinets. Residents helped to provide for the afterlife by constructing wooden coffins, which were especially important during the many epidemics. An Ocean County invention, our 1944 sneak box was constructed specifically for use in the marshlands of Barnegat Bay. Between 1831 and 1840, pine was worth more on the market as charcoal than cordwood. The king of the pines, William Torrey, bought 27,500 acres in Manchester to produce charcoal. The egg industry in Ocean County, with its fast-draining sandy soil and mild climate, thrived from the early 1900s until the 1950s. Today, little evidence of this industry remains. The gardens of the Ocean County Historical Society welcome visitors to the museum, as well as county workers who enjoy spending their lunch hour and break time in this peaceful setting. For decades, groups and individuals have contributed to the planting and maintenance of these gardens perennials so that all of us can enjoy the beauty of bushes, trees, and flowers that change with the seasons. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the first Saturday of each month, the Ocean County Historical Society invites you to its many programs, interesting exhibits, and research center. Join a host of other volunteers and visitors who enjoy learning about our counties since its inception and telling the stories of proud Ocean County residents.